Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And this is Steven from Berlin. Hello.
And this is a Netrunner TeamworkCast. These are the German nationals. Finally, we bring you the videos from the German nationals.
Yeah.
This is the top 8 playoffs. The top 8 players from Germany playing here. And this is the first game from the upper bracket. On the left we have Mythras. And on the right we have Markus Maki.
Yes.
Steven, you were the TO for this tournament, right?
That's right. Yes, I did it the first time, and I had a lot of fun these days. So
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for the experience I could make there. So
Oh, you did a great job here. Sadly, we cannot chit-chat because they immediately begin the game. There is no thing. So Markus Maki is playing the NEH, and he starts with 2 sweeps week and an install. Kind of like giving away this idea that this is probably going to be some kind of like meat damage kind of deck, because that's usually what they do, produce a lot of money and then kill you.
yeah, there were a lot of lists with meat damage.
Yes, a lot of butcher shops.
And this is a perfect start for Noise again. You got Aesop, you got Grimoire, and a cache ready in a start.
Oh man, this is really, really good for him. So next turn he's gonna be able to keep up the money. And of course, installing the cache, this is a virus, so his ability triggers. Every time he installs a virus, he mills a card from top of R&D. Markus Maki, meanwhile, just continues installing cards, using his ability to draw cards whenever he starts a new server, opens up a new server. The first time he opens up a new server. God damn it, get it wrong every time.
Yeah.
We see some agendas on his hand, but with this kind of money that he has right now, Mythras is kind of like not really in a position where he can start attacking him, start scoring things, because he's still, below. He might get a mid-season scorched.
So
And then we do see 2 ice installed in front of HQ and R&D, so there is some protection after all.
yes, now in round 3, I think.
Yes.
Or 2.
So the cache has been pawned, and Mythras keeps on drawing cards to keep, to get the rest of this combo. This is a alt art data sucker that he installs here.
Yes, very good. To get it loaded very quickly. And then we see a daily business show here.
So Markus Maki can, whenever he draws, the first time he draws a card, he draws 2 cards, and then he can decide which one to keep. Really great to get through this deck quickly, keep the things he needs. He has to decide between a pop-up window and a fast track.
Take the pop-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do the same. So daily business show is a very powerful card, especially to get hands from off your hand, which you don't want to have.
To even get cards off your hand.
Yeah, from the drawing, I mean.
So you don't draw into cards that you can't use, right? Definitely. And then install advance, I think. Is that true? No. Wait a minute. No. Oh, yes. Now advancing.
Ah, this was the click.
Double advancing, and that is the Sands and rezzing the Sands. And here he's using up all his money, so the danger is not there anymore that he might do a mid-season here. But of course now he scores the Beal. Sadly, only the Beal.
Yes.
Not the ideal start for him right now, but he's able to fast advance more stuff maybe in the future.
It's not too bad for Mythras. It's just a Beal.
I mean, if that was an Astra script, things would look very different. But Mythras now has a bit of time. He does have to get rid of the Sands, and the imp that he installs here is perfect for that.
He treasures the Sanson right away.
And because of his Grimoire, he gets an additional virus counter on imp. So he still has 2 virus counters there. Markus Maki, meanwhile, draw something. I don't know if I think it was a Jackson or something else that he could draw. I think he kept the Jackson because now there's an install here. And he draws another card through his ability. And then the Jackson's being rezzed.
Yes.
And used.
Very good to see for what the clicks made. So
Yeah. Markus using like this technique where he puts the click counters on the spot where he spends an action on. So it's really, you can, even if you miscount the clicks, you can still like reconstruct your turn.
Yes. So this was a run from Mythras, I think.
Mm-hmm.
On the first click.
Running on a Jackson, and Markus Maki decides to use the Jackson. So he doesn't get imped by the imp.
Good choice.
Probably, yeah. I mean, there was 2 sweeps that can get back at the Sansan, but he decides to get back 2 hidden cards. 3 hidden cards. And let's see what Mythras will do next. He waits patiently for Markus to shuffle his deck. Markus using transparent sleeves. You don't see those very often.
I saw them 5 or 6 times.
Huh.
I was surprised too.
In the top 32, you mean?
Yes, of course.
Alright, so we see a run on the HQs, and that is a power window that he saw previously, I think.
Oh! Good choice.
Yeah, miraculous draw, snipe from getting the beer from HQ, and then using the parasite to trash the power window, and then running again.
Toll booth.
Oh, and imping the toll booth. Oof.
Yeah, it's a good choice to imp this.
Daily business show being used. Oh, that's a NAPD or a Biotic labor. He decides to go with the Biotic labor. I think it's a good choice right now because Mythras doesn't really have a way to get a clot. So a fast advance is still a possibility. Oh, I love that one. That's an install of the Cyberdex virus suite. So he can get rid of the imp token. And if Mythras doesn't run there, then he can still use the Cyberdex virus suite mid-run.
Oh, Vujade.
And that is going to be the parasite and the cash. Playing the cash, another mill. Oh, Mythras being so vicious about all those mills. And then running on a DBS. DBS getting the imp.
Right choice.
Mm-hmm.
And a card draw for the last click.
Oh, Markus being good, being patient here and not patient. Realizing that because I would have made the mistake of drawing 2 cards for daily business show. I always make those mistakes, but Markus is very good at this one and draws just 1 card. Yeah, so things are not really looking that great for Markus. He just gets some monies, and then we see another imp being installed. So this is great. Maybe the Cyberdex virus suite gets to be used. Running on the
trash it.
Trash it. All right. What else? Oh, data sucker.
Always trash those pet campaigns in any age.
And running on the R&Ds. Oh man, the Cyberdex. Why? Mythras, why didn't you run on Cyberdex?
There's
an Astro! Ooh! Has been trashed through the ability of noise.
That's hard.
That's really bad. Markus still like thinking maybe he can use Cyberdex at some point. Always taking a peek at the Cyberdex. Maybe that's kind of like a mind game, you know, like looking always at the card to make Mythras run there.
Yes.
We see an install. Hedge fund is good.
Yeah.
And then protecting something with an ice that he installed here.
I think this is another Sansan City Grid.
You think so?
Yes.
Alright, let's see about that. I had worse on the Mythras side.
Ooh,
drawing 3 cards.
That's always a card I keep in hand until I know if it's a butcher shop or not.
So you think maybe Mythras already has it figured out if that's a butcher shop or not?
I think because of the Sansan City Grids, maybe.
I see at least one Sansan City Grid in butcher shop just to... Because it's always like a monetary tax, you have to trash them, you know?
I mean, we both know it because we saw the Biotic labor.
Oh yeah, that's true. We know it. Maybe. Oh yeah.
And
now it's clear. Maybe he saw it on R&D access or somewhere. I don't know. Oh, there was no R&D access, right?
No, not yet.
All right. It's the Biotic label has been imped with an imp token. So we have to assume this is going to be a fast advance type of NBN.
There are 6 credits besides.
Clone ship is on board, so I guess Markus checks if there's a clot.
Yes.
Was there a clot? Have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen any clot yet.
And
no Faust neither, so...
No Faust, so maybe that's an opportunity to score something. And install, drawing another card through ability. Ah, yes.
Ah, okay.
Now we see the Biotic. And advancing 3 times.
Yep.
Maybe that's a asteroid. Yes, it's an asteroid.
Okay.
Nice.
Now the train is rolling, and we have to wait if he reaches the station or not.
Yeah, it's going to be a very short train. There's just one more asteroid
Yeah.
in the deck.
It's just a restaurant wagon.
Yes. But let's see about that. There's a I Had Worse to draw even more cards. And another cash. Yet another mill. Oh, I think that was an agenda. Oh,
Yes.
Parasite. Markus being Mythras being super aggressive, run archives. Oh no, that wasn't agenda after all. That was, I think, just a pop window.
So what is in this remote server with the ice?
I don't know, man. It really
seems not to be a Sun City grid.
because I guess Markus would have used it for the score. I guess. I don't know.
He's also a little bit low on money.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need much money with NEH fast advance.
Yeah, I guess he just needs 2 credits to be able to score some of the Ingenuity top decks. He
Yes.
replaces the ice on HQ and does nothing much.
But no ice arrest, so you have to pay this.
Oh, Lamprey.
Yes.
Runner HQ.
Another taxing card for the runner.
This might be a good opportunity maybe for the cyber decks. Ooh,
Ichi.
Ichi. Oh, he does have the money to rest the Ichi. Oh, I didn't quite see it.
And now Cyberdex. Now Cyberdex.
Come on, Cyberdex. Oh, he doesn't quite have the money for the Cyberdex. He has only 2 credits.
No.
Oh, he can Cyberdex and rest the Ichi at the same time. Oh, the Ichi.
That's hard.
That's very rough. Rough.
I think therefore is the Cyberdex to run into an Ichi. Can't do anything.
That would be really good, but the Ichi has been killed with the data sucker tokens and the parasite here. And we see a score.
Oh,
And then he lost all the credits as well.
yeah.
So, and I think Markus was at this point was like, maybe I should have triggered the Cyberdex after all, because I lost all my money anyway through the Lamprey, and the Cyberdex would have at least killed the Lamprey, and made the imping not possible either. Like they would have also turned off the imp. Alright, getting 2 credits, but now HQ is still open, so Mythras can still continue running on HQ.
But he got no hand cards, I think. I think the last one was the agenda. He gave over to Mythras.
Well, he can still keep Markus, penniless and collect the Sucker token.
Sucker tokens and taxing also.
Clone chip and running on archives. And there's nothing there. Tough spot more for Markus.
Yes.
So that's nice. Mythras, I think, ran on HQ once to make sure that Markus doesn't have 2 credits, because if he had 2 credits, then he would be able to score something, fast advance something. So keeping it at 1 credit kind of ensures that there is no cheeky scores.
Yeah.
Although, of course, there is always a shipment from Sansan, which can get around this.
And he stays on 1 credit because he knows
Oh.
that you get taxed.
And also he also doesn't put any ice in front of HQ. I guess he didn't drew any ice.
And clone shipping the imp.
Yet another imp. So many imps. Ooh, imping that. Oh man, no! Hedge fund was your way to freedom, but it's gone. Running on R&D.
Winning score. Yeah.
And that is the winning agenda indeed. Yes.
Very fast game.
And there was a Cyberdex. Markus shows the Cyberdex, but I think he didn't really have a good opportunity to res this and the Ichi. That's the question. Whether resing this would have made more sense instead of the Ichi.
Yes.
It's also kind of funny that Mythras didn't run into that thing.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, an idea you have. You see a remote server and you don't run on this server.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, I'm just going to avoid this server. This seems fishy to me. And I guess in this time it paid off. Really, really nice play here by Mythras. So Mythras continues to the next turn, and Markus gets down into the fun bracket, into the lower bracket. All right, so Steven, what was generally, because you were the TO of this tournament, what were generally your impressions of this tournament?
A lot of fun, many people, a lot of people, a lot of beers and
yes, indeed.
A lot of games and less sleep and hot nights.
Oh man, yes, indeed, yeah.
Laying in your bed and sweating all the time. So
yeah, it's an old castle. They don't have climate control ACs. Anyways, so thank you for being with me here today, and thank you for organizing this tournament. I think you did a really, really great job. Everybody was really happy with the way everything turned out.
Thanks for the invitation to your little TV show here. And maybe we see you again.
Yes, maybe in the future. But until then, we will always, as you know, hack the planet! Excellent.
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.